Hey Leo, this is Alex Angel, and I'm here to bring you your general tarot and oracle card reading. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anywhere else you may have Leo in your chart. Although I am publishing this video for May 2020, the reading itself is timeless and will resonate at any given moment in time. Okay? Check the description. I have a special announcement about my reading schedule and additional videos that I am adding. I'm really excited about that. If this reading does resonate with you, please feel free to like, subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications as to when I upload new videos. I am using my Arcanum deck as your primary, and then I'm using my standard Rider-Waite as a clarifier or secondary. Remember, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. Take what fits, throw out what does not fit. And of course, if you ever want to book a personal reading, my contact details are they're in the description box, and then they're also on the About tab on my channel. Once I'm done with the reading, I will also pull 3 of the Healing with the Angels cards to, provide you guys with further clarification or information from the universe. Okay, I'm just sitting here looking at your cards. For some reason, I feel like you guys are wanting to run with scissors just to break up the monotony of what's going on in everyday life. Everyday life for a Leo, to me, could relate to love life as well. So although this is a general reading, any area of your life can pop up. Okay, first off, you have the 5 of Pentacles, this frustrated, feeling down and out, spent, burnt out is what I'm getting. It's almost like you guys give, and don't receive anything in return, right? And especially with the 6 of Pentacles following that, I just kind of feel like angels are saying you're drawing on the energy of a time in your life when you did, you were a part of a real mutual relationship where everything was kind of even and balanced out. And for a lot of you, I don't even know if you've ever experienced that, where again, things are kind of even, and what it is you were putting out there, you were also getting the same or the equivalent difference in return. But let's go through your cards. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of value, right? 5s in the tarot represent change, instability, and or conflict, right? So it's almost like reaching that breaking point before like the new phase begins, kind of, sort of. And I just kind of feel like a breaking point feels very appropriate for you in your energy right now, Leo. What's ironic is I feel like you have good energy around you. It's almost like, yeah, you have good energy. You have like, people willing and wanting to do things for you. And, I do kind of feel like you do have a subset of givers around you, but it's almost like you don't want to receive from them. You want to receive from a particular type of person. This Queen of Wands, she is, very highly sought after. Angels are saying to me, you feel like you are one of her subjects, right? As in, whomever you're dealing with or the people that you meet, it's almost like you always feel like substandard, right? You always feel like a fan of theirs or a groupie of theirs, or, again, in the Queen's case, almost like their subject, as in one of the people who are as part of their queendom, but never, say, for instance, in their court or, their staff or close to them. Angels are also saying, too, especially with these two cards here as well, it's almost like you're fighting for your place in somebody's heart, in an organization, in a business, or, it's almost like you're tired of feeling lesser or being put in a lesser role, in a lesser position, and you're wanting things to balance themselves out, right? Um, oh, wow. Angels just said you're tired of being in the shadows and want to take your rightful place in the sun. Okay? I do kind of feel like for some of you, you have been getting angelic or intuitive guidance, right? Especially here with the Hierophant. It's almost like there is this inner knowledge or inner wisdom that you have access to as far as what to do next, where to go, how to handle this situation. But I wonder if you're paying attention to that, right? With these two cards here, with the Two of Pentacles and also the Six of Cups, the Two of Pentacles is all about like balancing two different offers. So you could be dealing with, should I take this new job or stay where I'm at? The new job, I don't have to work weekends. It's not that much more money, but, I'll be starting all over. I won't have seniority, things like that, right? So it's almost like you're balancing out the comfortable with the brand new and possibly unknown. Now, let's talk about the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And there you go, Leo, showing up in your own reading as the Strength card, right? Are you going to go back to what you know and what's comfortable, right, and what you're used to? Or are you going to gamble and let that cycle end and have the strength to move into something new and unknown, right? And there it is with the Three of Wands. It's completely unknown to you, but this is like, a really, really brand new venture that actually may bring you a lot of happiness and joy and opportunity, and it may kind of light that fire inside of you that you are so desperately needing. So, as an example, when I pull these cards up, angels are like, okay, well, show them what's behind door number 2, and then door number 3, and then door number 4, which to me is just like a progression in that, if you are making a decision to stay with something old and existing, or having to choose between something new, the universe, at least right here, is showing you it's going to take a lot of strength to move on and move away, right? You could get stuck for a while, but it feels really promising, say, for instance, for you to continue on this path. So if there are a lot of you out there who are facing some sort of indecision, as scary as like a new route may be, the new route for you actually may be the better bet, right? And as soon as I said that, I looked at this row, right? Because you have the Get the Hell Out of Dodge card, right? The Six of Swords is my Get the Hell Out of Dodge, right? This is old mentality, old habits, old logic, old conditioning that you are wanting or moving away from, right? For some of you, I can hear you saying, yes, I would love to rely more on my intuition, my inner knowing, and my inner power. But what happens is, I kind of get distracted at times with the things that I've been through and baggage and, things that people have done to me. And it kind of, puts me in a place, in a space, whereas, I kind of feel some type of way. And then I find myself having to dig myself out of, that time period or that frame of thinking back into a more stable, a more healthy place in a healthy environment. This card represents stability, although it, kind of represents for a lot of people marriage and graduation. It's almost like the culmination of a dream or hope or desire. I kind of feel like for you, Leo, especially here with the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is also like a priest or, somebody to marry you. Okay. Angels, it almost feels like, are you concentrating on this way too much, whereas you're neglecting other things you're supposed to be doing. Now, I also hear frustration, even by me saying that. It's almost like it triggered you or struck a chord because it's like, oh Lord, here we go again. Like, you're going to tell me I have to heal. You're going to tell me I have to do this stuff. And I kind of feel like the proof is right there in that you don't want to be bothered with that stuff because it's not valuable to you. It doesn't bring you any joy. It doesn't bring you any happiness. But then you get into these relationships that are the same in equal energy. They don't bring you joy. They don't bring you happiness. And when they fall apart, you're like, well, damn, what happened? Why did it fall apart? And we're saying to you very, very, very simply put, was the foundation strong? Were you strong? Because you are a part of the foundation, right? So, yeah, are you doing your part, or are you just kind of, sitting idle and thinking about what you want and what will be and why you don't get what you want, and, cutting people out and moving away from, and, staying away from the uncomfortable situations, staying away from the unknown, and staying away from environments, say, for instance, that you may not be able to control. If that's the case, you may need to go ahead and let go, right? And just, ride on faith, right? Change your perspective. You can't control everything. You can't manage. You can't deal with everything. I do feel like the universe is about to start sending you signs, right? They're about to start sending you signs of your inner power. Not only that, but angels just said to me too, not only send you signs of your inner power, but also show you that we really, really are. We really, really do want you to be happy. But it's unfortunate that all of us have to evolve, but we really want you to be happy. So I kind of feel like the universe is starting, it's kind of, it feels to me like a star shower. I don't even know if those exist, by the way. But it's almost like this percolation of bright, shiny specks of light, all kind of just rushing towards you. Almost exactly like this. Is crazy that I just got that image because it looks exactly like this minus the wands. So it's almost like these as being stars coming towards you, like a star shower headed towards you. And the wands themselves could just be like, that nebula, that energy, or that cloud, that the fast movement, the speed of sound and the speed of the breaking the speed of sound, so to speak, the trail that it leaves behind. But I just kind of feel like God is about to show you who he is, right? And start sending you some pretty heavy messages to show you, like, hey, see, if you do it our way, this is what you can have. This is what will be afforded to you. Okay? I know that sounds weird. I know it sounds like complete hokum, Leo. But I just kind of feel like, it's weird because it's almost like you always wind up in this position, right? You always wind up in a position of feeling devalued. You want to be there, you want to give up things to people, and you want to, be a part of a team and a unit. But are you somebody, as an example, who is expecting everything to be done for you and you're not necessarily doing your part? Okay? It's going to be time for you to pretty much wise up, right? Wise up. You could be dealing with a Taurus or have Taurus energy coming around you. This is the card that fell out, answered prayer. And it's crazy because, again, the Hierophant being a Taurus, you could have somebody around you who's trying to, provide you with the guidance and provide you and, lead you towards the answer to your prayer, right? But, is that something that you're going to gamble away by, staying comfortable and staying in your own way, staying, in your comfort zone instead of moving on and moving away into a more, kind of psychic, knowing environment? Or are you going to stay tucked away behind, the barriers and the guards that you have put up? It's so weird that these two cards are sitting right next to each other because I feel like for you, Leo, it's almost like this is the story of my life. It's like this is what I want, this is what I'm shooting for, but all I keep getting is this heartache and headache, right? And there are some times where, we may need you to just abandon all thoughts and surrender the idea of this happily ever after or this, holy grail. We may need you sometimes to just live, right? And I was going to say, just abandon it, just live, just move on and move away from it and let it come to you naturally, right? The beautiful thing here is that you have the answered prayer with the soulmate. So to me, this is almost like destiny. You are destined to find somebody or that perfect situation that is familiar or familiar to your soul or able to connect to your soul to bring you, forgive me for this term, I promise you it's angelic, but it's like to bring you this grand happiness, right? Because again, that's exactly what you want. But unfortunately, you're so blocked up with all these barriers that it's almost like this is impossible to get because it's surrounded by baggage and negative thoughts and lack of trust and lack of patience. All right, I'm gonna stop. Last card, ideas and inspiration. These to me are universal. These to me are universal. It's almost like with this, whatever the star shower is, it's almost like, you're going to be flooded with ideas and inspiration, right? From God on, how to get yourself out of this, how to pull yourself up out of, this state of being where you're constantly feeling lesser. And you're feeling like, oh, I see everybody else around me being happy. But when it comes to me being happy, I'm not really happy. It seems like everybody else gets what they want, but I don't get what I want. And we're saying to you, it's like, number one, aren't you tired of telling that same lie to yourself? And basically what that means is, are you actually looking at your contribution to why you're not getting what you're getting, right? And I can tell you, right, simply, the reason why you're not getting what you're getting is because you're spending too much mental time and energy having it like in your claw and locked into place. Here's what I want. I keep asking for it. I keep not getting it. It's almost like you're caught up in this particular cycle, right? And it's beating you down. It's beating you down and it's beating you down. Trust me, honey, it's not doing anything for you. But it's almost like if you release that and you let that go, universe will start to show up in droves immediately with this star shower and this information and communication. It'll come up immediately and it'll be direct communication from God, angels, and the universe. Okay? Now, if you can strategically, because the universe is very freaking intelligent, so don't do nothing in vain. Don't try to come up with a bullshit hobby just to, I'm just going to do this so I don't have to think about this or think about that. So I'm giving the universe its time. That's not the universe I live in. The universe will sit and play you like you're trying to play it. Okay? So from here, right, it shows again your prayer will be answered. But what angels also said to me too is like, so what? Your prayer is answered. Now what? You plan on just sitting on your ass for the rest of your life in this happy-go-lucky relationship? No, there's still stuff for you to do. So the ideas and inspiration that we are giving you, you have to carry those out too. That's the last message that I will have for you, Leo. In that, if you have quote-unquote universal chores and you're not doing chores, then don't expect us on your 16th birthday to buy you shit, to buy you a car, to throw you a sweet 16, because you're not just doing the basic stuff that we're telling you to do, because you keep holding out and wanting like this car you're wanting everybody to do for you, but what are you really contributing back in this place? Okay? All right, Leo, I hope that helps. If this does resonate, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If it does not, it's okay. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Please take care of yourselves. Love you. Bye.